Hello and welcome back, I'm Sean. I've been waiting for the Liberty 4 Pro to launch for a while now, and I'm so glad they've took their time to come up with this masterpiece. So let's check it out. So starting with what I like about this case is definitely a screen that you get here, and although you don't see it here yet, if I were to tap here, you can see that actually there is a screen behind it. So the good news is that it's not a full-on touchscreen like the JBL Live Beam 3, although that's very cool, but I do believe that it takes a toll on battery life as well. And I don't think I'll be honestly using those touchscreen features a whole lot, and in my opinion this does one thing and it does it well and it functions in my book. And with that screen you can also add features to the touch bar, and you can actually scroll through them, and it's super smooth, and you can add up to 5 different features here, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. And it really does add some flexibility depending on what you like to do with that screen. So I'm also loving the build quality and the materials with these earbuds, and it's very high quality case as usual from Soundcore, and the semi-opaque lid at the bottom here, you can look at the battery level here, which is really cool. Overall, it's a fantastic design, and on top of that you even get swipe and squeeze control on the earbuds itself, which is a more seamless way to control. So I also love the sound quality you get with these earbuds, and Soundcore puts in tons of tech in here to make sure that you get the best possible sound. So with that said, you also get great battery life with this, and with ANC off you're going to get a whopping 10 hours per charge and 30 additional hours with the case, and with ANC on you're still going to get an awesome 7.5 hours and 22.5 hours with the case. And Soundcore doesn't even shout about this in their product description, but the Liberty 4 Pro also supports wireless charging. And ANC on these earbuds is also phenomenal, and it's one of my favorite features of these earbuds, and we'll talk a little bit about ANC performance in more details later on. And finally, what I like about this overall tech you get here with these earbuds is the great chipset, although only Bluetooth 5.3, but it's still great stuff with LDAC support, and you also get good IPX5 water resistant, wear detection capabilities, easy chat features, spatial audio, and a very cool multi-driver design with their latest ACAA 4.0 architecture. So all in all, makes this a really fantastic device for them. So I really tested everything here, and to come up with a list of what I don't like isn't easy at all, but if I could say a couple of things I think could be better. And first, the chrome opaque lid here does get smudged up quite easily, so just touching it from a day-to-day basis, it's gonna get smudged up. So secondly, the controls on the case is limited to ANC controls if the lid is shut. So if I have my earbuds out and I just swipe this, it will just control the ANC controls here, and I can't actually tap it to go into other features even though I've set it. So in order to do that, you need to swipe the case up, and then you can have access to all the controls that you want inside here. And finally, the screen that you get here is buttery smooth, but I do wish that the screen is just a little bit more high resolution there. Currently, it does look like the screen of the Soundcore watches, which is also a really cool watch. And honestly, that is the 3 things that I forced myself to think about how can I make these earbuds better. So this earbuds has a very similar launch price than the other Liberty series of products from Soundcore in the past, and coming in at around 130 US dollars, or about 550 ringgit Malaysia, and comparing to flagship competitors from JBL, Sony, Apple, or Samsung, these earbuds is definitely a steal. So if you find value in what you hear so far and like what you see, do subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell so the YouTube algorithm can pick this up. And if you want to buy these earbuds, do check out my links below. So sound quality wise, I'm testing the earbuds on the iBasso DX180, playing with my favorite high-res files, and man, these earbuds just melts my heart. And the performance you get here is almost perfect just out of the box, and I'm testing this on LDAC codec as well. So what you get with these earbuds is very precise and clean and high resolution sound signature, and frankly, testing it with AAC and LDAC, sound quality is almost equally impressive, and this is all thanks to the new ACAA 4.0 architecture that Soundcore is implementing on these earbuds. And even in LDAC mode, bass performance here is impressively deep and rumbly. Doing it right is insanely satisfying. Not only every deep sub-bass notes is generated, but it's generated so deep and precise. So mid vocals is also maintained really well, and even with the sub-bass blaring away, the mid vocals are generated nice and forward with no distortion detected. So high tier is also great, and I don't detect any muffling or jumbling up of notes, and the entire sound signature just plays so well together harmoniously. Extremely satisfying and lovely sound signature. So the good news here is even in AAC mode, sound quality and signature is retained and still sounds really good. So this is a test to see if the Soundcore Liberty 4 Pro is a good earbud for making phone calls. So this is me speaking in a relatively quiet environment, and this is the call quality that you can expect. So what I'm going to do now is to turn on a simulated background noise so you can hear a difference. So now there's a simulated background noise playing in the background, and this is the call quality that you can expect from these earbuds. So what do you think of the call quality? Let me know in the comment section down below. So this earbuds is designed pretty perfect in my opinion, and the material that Soundcore uses here is also very high quality. The top shell is a chrome finish piece, and the bottom part here, where the screen is the kind of opaque part for you to look into the screen. And at the top here, you get a very subtle chrome color Soundcore logo. So at the back of the case, you get a Type-C charging port to charge the earbuds up, and you also get wireless charging on this case here. And below here is also a touch bar where you can use to control all the features in the case. So the lid here is firm and solid, and when you slide it up, there isn't movement at all. And inside is both the earbuds and in a stem style design. So what's missing here from the older Liberty products is also a light up interior. What I always think adds a layer of coolness to the earbuds, but you don't get them in this earbuds here. So as you can see here, you get 5 different features to control. So first is ANC, ambient mode. The next one is spatial audio. The next one is something called atmospheric, which equalizes the earbud to the surrounding pressure to enhance ANC performance. Next to that, you get Find Your Earbuds. And lastly is also a camera remote for you to take photos with your earbuds case. So very standard style here. The earbuds that you get inside here is the AirPods Pro style ear tips, and the overall design here is simple, clean, very familiar. You also get a very nice chrome stem here. You also get wear detection on these earbuds, but it's hidden on the inside of the ear tip, so you don't see the sensor on the outside. And inside the earbuds is also a dual hybrid driver, so a 10.5mm dynamic driver as well as a titanium coated tweeter. Very cool. So the earbuds does fit me very well as to all AirPods Pro style stem style design, and on the stem here of the earbuds you get a squeeze and slide control, so you can actually control your volume by just swiping and also to squeeze. And another thing that I love is that Soundcore designed a leather case, or rather a PU leather case, that you can actually use to carry your earbuds around, that you can actually buy. This case actually fits the Liberty 4 Pro perfectly inside. Very fitting, very protected, and you get very thick sponges at the side as well, and it's magnetically latched on, so very beautiful. So volume on these earbuds is also good, with a comfortable listening volume starting at around 45% and going upwards of 70% is really loud already. And although I'm not detecting any form of distortion moving upwards of 70-80% volume, it's just too loud for me at this point. So with the Soundcore app at the homepage, you're gonna get your color-coded earbuds design here, very cool. And finally, this time we're getting battery percentages for the left and right earbuds as well for the case. Yay! And at the top, you see the LDAC logo show up when you are playing it in LDAC mode. And under the first tab, you're going to get ANC control, and it's a scale from 1 to 10 where it goes from transparency all the way to maximum ANC. And below that, you're going to be able to adjust the airplane mode, which repressurizes using the barometer on the earbuds to detect air pressure. And we'll talk a little bit about that later. And below that is also a wind noise reduction, and I like the implementation because you can still turn this on while having maximum ANC. Under the second tab, you're going to get to test your Hear ID, and it'll tailor the sound signature to your hearing ability. And you can also do simple preference tests to see what type of sound signature you prefer, so that Soundcore can tailor it to your preference. So under default, you're going to get 18 different presets EQs to choose from, and also an 8-band manual EQ to play with. So under the next tab, you're going to get to adjust the controls of your earbuds, and here you're going to get to adjust the single press, double press, triple press, and long press can be also customized, but the slides are not customizable. And under settings, you get to adjust the easy chat features, which we'll talk a little bit more in the ANC section as well. And you're also going to get adaptive sound leakage compensation settings, save volume, and if you have a compatible device like the Hibi R4 or the iBasso DX180, you get to choose the sound modes which to enable LDAC or not. And other settings are like dual connections for your multi-point support, fit test. Under the charging case settings, you can also enable all the 5 functions that you want to, or you can just choose those that you really use most of the time, which is really cool. And you're also going to get to find your earbuds for both the earbuds and the case. For the earbuds, it'll play a gradual beep that slowly gets louder, so if it's in your ear and you press it, you're not going to go deaf immediately. And the case will give out a decently loud beep when you enable it, since it's not going to be in your ears. And finally, you get to update your firmware for both the earbuds and the case. So perhaps you're not going to believe the score that I'm going to give the Liberty 4 Pro, but I can assure you, test it before you judge, because this thing is amazing. As to all previous Liberty series earbuds, and again, this is not sponsored, Soundcore is not paying me to say this, that's why I also talk about things that I don't like about these earbuds. And Soundcore uses a very unique sensor setup for these earbuds, and it's a really good one. So it combines 6 sound sensors as well as 1 barometric sensor, which I never heard of before. It only found in the Apple Watch. This earbuds not only listens to sound around you, but also detects air pressure changes as you move around and adjust the ANC accordingly. So with the road noise and airplane cabin noise test, even when blasting those noises when I turn on soft music, I literally don't hear it anymore. And this is thanks to the Soundcore's ANC 3.0 technology, where it samples environment noises every 0.3 seconds and adjusts the ANC accordingly. It's a fantastic feature, and if anything, with music playing, it gets more and more quiet. So with the high-pitched chatters in a noisy cafe, I can make out like 5% of the environmental noise coming through with some soft music playing. So very good performance here, and a testimony to these earbuds, I was wearing it in office and there were colleagues talking behind me, and I didn't even notice until I removed my earbuds, and they were actually quite loud. So really impressive with what it can deliver. So transparency mode at level 1 ANC is also superb, and you get a slight superhuman hearing when typing on your mechanical keyboard. It's also amplified. And another feature I really like is the easy chat feature, and it doesn't enable when other people are talking to you, but it only enables when you start speaking. So it'll quickly enable pause your media very quickly and opens up transparency mode, and you can set it in the app how long you want it to stay open. And I realized for me 10 seconds works perfectly. So if in 10 seconds you're not talking, people is not talking, you'll go back to playing music. And with that, I'm giving these earbuds an ANC performance of 9.9 out of 10. So from my test here, there isn't any dedicated gaming mode on these earbuds, and looking through the controls remapping, I can't find anything on gaming mode as well. So I do notice a bit of a delay, especially when gaming with PUBG, and I would estimate it to be around 150 milliseconds-ish, which is noticeable when gaming in real time. Fortunately, I tested this with YouTube, Netflix, and they work well with movies and videos, no delays. Anyways, let's take a look at the latency performance of these earbuds. So all in all, I think this is a new king of an earbuds, especially at this price point. So we're not talking about Bose level price point or Sony level price point, although this is definitely one that can beat those. And I wish Soundcore will continue with this excellent release with all their future earbuds, and I really think this is one of the perfect earbuds in 2024. And if you want to check out another perfect earbuds but punching slightly higher in the price point as compared to these earbuds, then you definitely need to check out the Cambridge Audio Melomania M100, and I'll see you over at that video.